So this video is going to be very different than what I normally put out for one simple reason. I'm in a group, and in the group, there was a thing put out where if you post a YouTube video today, and you're the first one to do it, you get points. And that's why I'm recording this. Number one, for points, but number two, to explain something to you guys that I don't see people talk about enough. It drives me up a fucking wall. Drives me up a fucking wall. I ranted about it on my Instagram today. It is a lack of bias towards action. I have 30 minutes between now and my next call. I hopped off my last one because they were wasting my time. I said, just send me the recording. It's all I need to know. And so what am I doing? I'm hopping on. I'm filming a YouTube video. It's probably going to take me 8 to 12 minutes to just yap my ass off. Then I'm going to upload raw. Not going to edit shit. And guess what? I now get points. If I win this content challenge, guess what? I get free done for you content from some of the top content agencies in the space, or consulting, depending on what I want. So there's a no-brainer for me not to put this out in the next 30 minutes. Second part to this, a lot of you just don't take enough action. You just don't. You just don't. You just don't. You just don't. I have a whole YouTube block that I'm supposed to be filming today, but I want my points. So I'm going to film one out and I'm going to put it out right now. I'm not going to wait till Wednesday. I'm not going to wait till Wednesday because this is a potential action that can generate me 5 figures. So why would I not? And this is the problem I see all the time, especially with content, is really anything in business. But what happens is you are rewarded for certain actions that you take. So you continue to take them and you make money. You've probably built a business to a couple $100,000 a month. That's fucking fantastic. Like, congratulations. You're ahead of majority of people. But what you're not willing to do is take the action that may take longer to pay off or is more uncomfortable. You know, content's a great one because of the social rejection piece. It's more uncomfortable. Therefore, you don't put it out. Or you take forever, or you overanalyze. You watch one of the videos I put out yesterday. I left this in there because I thought it was so important. I just go, fuck it, I'm gonna let it fly. 25,000 views in 24 hours. Didn't hesitate. I will outcompete anybody because I am willing to take an action now. I'm willing to move now. And so many people do not do that. They refuse to take action. And here's the other part that drives me up a fucking wall I've been thinking about recently. There's a conversation that I hear all the time that I think is, generally speaking, a very powerful message to send. Very, very fucking powerful. Of, oh, you need reasons for taking action. You need a why. Yeah, that's great. That'll take you to the next level. But if you can't think of any concrete reasons, why are you delaying action? Why are you delaying taking action? It makes zero fucking sense. Zero. I could give 2 shits about your why. I could give 2 shits about your reason. Are you really going to tolerate that type of behavior out of yourself? Are you going to tolerate it? Like, I hope some people I know are watching this because I don't care about your why. I'll never forget this. There was a coaching call with an old mentor of mine, rest in peace, Ben Bader, where one of my buddies was asking him a question about, like, how do I get to the next level? Like, do I need a why? And he just said, your why can be making more money. It's not that deep. Nothing is that fucking deep. It's just, are you going to tolerate your lack of inaction? Are you going to tolerate it? 30 minutes. 30 minutes. That's all I have. I got right off the call, pulled up OBS, I am recording. That is the lesson here. And it's why so many business owners get stuck at like 100 to 200 grand a month, 300 grand a month. I've started pruning clients that don't follow these traits. And my business may significantly contract because of that. But what I'm not going to tolerate anymore is this bullshit around not taking action, around low standards, around what the fuck do you mean I gave you an entire document of sales assets that you guys can be using 8 months ago, and none of you have ever seen it. Here's the catch though. That's also my fault for not bringing it to their attention. That's also my fault for assuming that they were using it. You cannot tolerate anything less than what you want. And if you don't have what you want, it's because you're tolerating bullshit. Don't hate the player. Don't hate the player. Welcome to the game, baby. That's how this shit works. That's how it works. Is you take action and you tolerate what you get. Great example of this. I think this was a Hormozy thing that I'm ripping it directly from him, but whoever said it, great fucking example. If you ever go home and your friends or your family treat you the same way you were when you were in high school, maybe you were a shy kid, maybe you were a bit of a loser, or maybe you were a winner, but they just treat you like a stupid jock, and you go back home and they treat you the same way, and you sit there and you just take it from them because you love these people and you don't want to hurt their feelings. Fuck that. Why are you tolerating that? Why are you tolerating that behavior? It makes no sense. You need to cut them off right then and there. Hey, look, man, that's the old me. I don't want to hear you talking about this shit anymore. Say it how it is. Be direct. It's like so many people, if you objectively look at why they're at where they're at, it's because they tolerate it. It's because they allow this shit to happen. They tolerate the inaction. They tolerate the fact that they aren't where they want to be. Another great example. 2 clients. 1 client, we need ads. Scripted, filmed, edited in under 36 hours. 21 of them. Under 36 hours. That funnel went from scratch to live in 48 hours. Another client. Hey, I need new ads. 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 3 weeks goes by. Then I get 8 ads. 6 of them are uncompliant, or some like absurd number. And I sit there and I'm going, what the fuck? What the fuck? So what do? I say, hey guys, I'm losing faith in the offer. I'm gone if this shit isn't figured out. And guess what happened? Guess what happened? All of a sudden they're filming 2 days in a row. Fucking mind blown. Because here's the other crazy thing. This is just a generational crash out video from your boy. Here's another crazy thing is I want to ask you this simple question. Are you making more money than Alex Hormozy? Are you? Are you? Be honest with me. 99% of you fuckers, it's a no. Probably 99.99%. It's a no. That dude spends damn near half his week filming content and ads. All I see is his ads and his content. Yet you think you're too good to film ads. It's not a high enough leverage activity. Get fucked. You're too good to film content. It's not a high enough leverage activity. Get fucked. I will yell from the top of my lungs, and I'm going to show it with action. Because there is zero reason that anybody should have beaten me to this. I was on a call for 45 minutes. This is a revenue generating activity. I can do my deep work later tonight. I got my deliverables out to my clients. Raise the fucking standard. What are you going to tolerate? Another great example of this, and you guys will see this video come later. We're about to do a launch with a creator that's got, I think, close to 10 million followers across all platforms. I'm used to running low volume, high spend offers, but I get to ramp into the traffic volume. This time, I'm getting thrown in the deep end. You better be able to handle a ass load of leads overnight. You better hope your webinar software doesn't break like that. I've never dealt with that kind of traffic volume before. I've dealt with multiple hundreds of thousands, but not multiple millions. It's a whole nother game. So what did I do? I brought in a sales manager that's done this before, that can help guide me, that knows how to handle the volume effectively. What does the tech stack need to look like? I got marketing psychology down to a fucking T. I got tech stack basics down to a fucking T. But I had to raise the level of standard. I'll be damned if that launch doesn't fucking rip. Because guess what? I'm not tolerating anything less than that. Now, let's bring it back to baseline. What can you take away from this video? Why did I put this out? Why am I yelling on camera? Well, one, selfishly, I want to make those points. I want the done for you or the done with you content agency help. I want it. But number 2, there are 2 things in this life that dictate exactly what you get. It is what you tolerate, and it is your bias towards action. Anything you tolerate is what you get. If you tolerate sloppy work, if you tolerate a lack of attention to detail, if you tolerate a bias towards inaction, or you tolerate the fact that you're not fucking posting enough, That's what you get. You're never going to get there. We grew 10K on Instagram in 10 weeks. The fuck are we talking about? What are we talking about? So you get what you tolerate. It's very straightforward. Like I cannot stress how important this is. Again, I've been crashing out for a while. We're gonna take it back to baseline. We're gonna calm down. I've been seeing my volume monitor redline for the past 10 minutes. You tolerate what you get. But number 2, take action. Take action. I had a 30-minute block. I'm gonna finish recording in probably 2 to 3 minutes. Then I'm gonna upload it, and then I'm gonna get my points. Sorry, all of you. Fuck. I love you guys, but I will outcompete you. Why? Because I'm willing to take actions faster than anybody else. I'm also willing to admit when I'm a dumbass, when I'm being an absolute dumb fuck. I had a coaching call last week from this same group. Love him to death. And he's been getting onto the crash out wave. It's been awesome. I realized how much of a Neanderthal I was being with my use of AI. Because I had a limiting belief around the fact that it couldn't do the work for me. Oh, I was smarter than AI. Yeah, right. Like, you're smarter than a fucking giant artificial intelligence company. Get fucked. What are you talking about? You narcissistic fuck. You know, it's like I got my own way. All of a sudden, he tells me this thing. I implement same day. I launched an entire webinar with AI. In the entire thing. I went and read everything and made sure we're good to go. But launched the entire thing with AI. I thought I had to do 60% of that work manually and was doing it manually for the past 6 months. He goes, dude, I've been doing this for at least a quarter. He said something like that. My mind was blown. So you got to admit when you're being a dummy. You got to admit. You got to be real with yourself too. Don't virtue signal. This is something I learned from a mentor, Jeremy Haynes of mine. Don't virtue signal. Like, if I ask you, what do you want out of content? And you tell me you want a big personal brand. Don't tell me because you want to help people. No, you selfish fuck. You want to blow your brand up. Admit it. You know why I make content? To make money. Helping you guys is how I make money. If I can't get you a result, you shouldn't pay me. Maybe that goal changes. But right now, I don't give a flying fuck about a big personal brand. I just want the right people following me. I want the people that hear a message like this and resonate because you've been stuck at 100, 200, 300 grand a month and you can't break past it. Or you go to run ads and your level of standard within the team does not raise. It's a very simple concept, yet it has a significant impact on your business. So I encourage you to not tolerate anything less than the highest degree of performance. You must take action. You must move it at aggressive levels of speed. And understand that anything you tolerate is your own fault. You're not where you want to be because of you. And I've had to come to terms with that recently, and it's frustrating as all hell. But guess what? Shit's getting real. So, I hope this talk helps somebody watching this video. Again, very different than my normal pieces of content. Ideally, this was aimed at the business owners doing that 100 to 200K a month mark. If it's not, let me know. I might take this video down at some point, but you can't tolerate bullshit. You can't tolerate fuckery. Again, probably one of my more intense crash outs recently, but that is how you set the tone. That's how you set the tone.